I will repeat the commitment I have made in this House many times, which is that we are focused on delivering services that get better results. That does not mean that we won't strive to find new and better ways to deliver public services, and sometimes that will entail change. Because the alternative, Mr. Speaker, is that we accept that every service being delivered by a public agency today is being delivered the best way. That is clearly not the case, and this is a government that is determined to get better results for New Zealanders and make the changes needed to ensure that.
Is she aware that e-Flexa ferries the Ministerial Advisory Group recommends are at least 50% larger than the largest current ferry and will need new wharfs and infrastructure, meaning she will have to make most of the landside investments that she cancelled under the Cook Strait ferry project?
The member is making a series of assertions about a report that is not in the public domain, and I would suggest to her she be very careful about whether or not the sources she is getting her information from are providing her with accurate, fully contextualised information, because it will eventually go to her credibility if she makes assertions in this House that are incorrect.
Is she aware that procuring new ferries that are not rail-enabled will cost $150 to $200 per container, and is she putting that extra cost on Kiwi businesses a priority for her government?
Mr. Speaker, again, the member is unfortunately making assertions without grounding in fact, and so I would point this out to the member. She is now in the position of defending a project which blew out to a total cost of at least $3 billion. Now, the cost of that project, members, only a tiny percentage, around 21%, was actually for the cost of ships. The rest of it was all for building berths and facilities that were big enough to take ships. The previous government, Mr. Speaker, committed to cars that were far too big for the garage, had no plan to build the garage, and then found out halfway through the garage was going to cost more than the car.
Supplementary. Supplementary. Is it prudent financial management for her to cancel the Cook Strait ferry project with no alternative plan, to have no idea what the contract break fees would be, and to have no idea how much alternative ferries and infrastructure would cost?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, for two reasons. One, because we can be confident that we can deliver safe, reliable ferry services into the future with less cost than would have been required with the project committed to by the previous government. And second, I'd just like to make this point to the House. Today, yesterday, the day before, there were crossings by the Blue Bridge Ferry Company that were on time and reliable. And do you know how much public money went into those crossings? Zero.
Here's the private